You're listening to 101.4 on FM Live Wires with me, Storm Huntley.
And me, Declan Harvey. Hello there, welcome along to the programme. It is the Live Wires musical theatre special.
I don't know whether to bear a courtesy now. After that intro, so I'm like,
was being far too kind to me, but that's very nice of you. Thank you very much.
We have musical theatre royalty.
Royalty
in the studio.
Not quite.
Little bit racist today.
Avenue Q, which I went to see, it was brilliant, but I went to see it with my mum. Probably not the best idea.
I don't know.
No, probably not the best idea. There are some lyrics of which you sort of cringe sitting next to your mother and her friend.
Try not to get worried.
Jesus Christ Superstar is a rock opera featuring characters, well-known characters I may add, including Mary Magdalene, King Herod, Peter and the Apostles, and Jesus himself. It was the world's 5th longest running musical of all time. Did you know that?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Well, just because, we spoke about it beforehand. What a horrible thing to say when you're trying to be interesting.
Yeah, I know.
So
trying to be interesting, factual, charismatic, and you just shot me down. Shot me down like Jessie Jane.
I rained on your parade.
You did.
Should we have a listen to her and imagine Audrey Hepburn as we do?
It's rather dull in town, I'll think I'll
She sounds lovely.
That's not the song. This is taken from...
Slightly deeper voice than I had.
Listen, Storm, I've had enough of you today. I'm trying my best here with buttons.
Let's play at this game. You've got your first date, you're about to go. What are the big no-nos?
First of all, the no-nos are: do not use up all your small talk on the phone beforehand. Don't talk too much about yourself. Don't talk too much about the kids. I mean, you're proud of them, yeah, okay, but don't go there.
I'm taking notes here, Mary. Watching the Oscars tonight, Jean?
Well, they're on quite late, aren't they? And I do like to get to my bed, but so I might Sky Plus them.
See, well, some of us don't have that technology at home, Jean. What about this book that you're bringing out then? What's that about?
Yes, this book is called The Keeper, and it is all about, are you ready for this? Chi, tattoos, quantum physics, martial arts, sweaty men. What else is there in that?
What else is there to add into a book? I think you pretty much covered it. That's it, sold. Great. I'm appalled about this, actually.
Yeah, me too, right. And this is...
Mr. Vaughan,
Mr.
Mrs.
Vaughan,
Snowden,
Mrs. Snowden,
on a radio station we shall not mention.
yes, shall remain nameless. Say no more.
Playing our jingle.
Yeah, they use our theme tune, and of course, we're not the first people to ever use it, but we started using it first.
I think quite a sharp email shall be sent in the next week.
Dear listener, just so you're aware where their ideas come from, it's quite evident. Anyway.
Do you want to hear another story?
I do.
Rosalind Clemson, 76 years old, usually plays at the Mecca Bingo Hall opposite her home in Chester, but she was spotted making a rare excursion to the Club 2000 bingo.
She was spotted.
She was spotted. I wonder whether it was like a rival bingo goer.
How do you broach that conversation with Rosalind? Rosalind, can I speak to you in the back office, please?
Or do you think they just didn't say anything? They took her into a darkened room and just threw the pictures on the table. Explain that, Rosalind.
Yeah, with a little lamp. Maybe we should start doing that with listeners.
Don't listen to Mr. Vaughan and Mrs. Snowden.
They're thieves by sight. Don't be cheeky.
No, I'm not going to be cheeky.
Okay, if you could...
I'm a well-brought-up lady.
If you could tell me where your gluteal crease is.
Oh no, this does have something to do with your gluteus maximus. Is that your bum?
What part of your bum?
Top part that you see on builders.
No, it's not. That's a builder's bum. The gluteal seal is the place where the lower buttock meets the upper leg.
I've seen you shaking your gluteal crease to that.
Well, I've been known to shake my gluteal crease to many, many songs.
Now it's time for our Artist of the Week, the Black Arrows.
Let's meet them. This is Storm meets the Black Arrows.
Are you looking forward to tonight, guys?
Yeah, definitely, boy.
Okay, I'm going to give you some quick fire questions. So, who's the moniest?
That's not true, man.
Laziest?
No, every one of them apart from side.
Smelliest?
Brian. That's Brian. Craig.
It is.
Who's the ladies' man?
The fucking girlfriend, so I'll take that one. Yeah!
Snow is falling all around me. Children playing, having fun.
Snow has indeed been falling.
It may not be Christmas, but there has definitely been a festive feel in the city. Over the last 2 days, our kids have been out having fun in the snow.
We made a snowman and had a snowball fight in the park. I have had fun because I've been making my snowmans. I had snowball fights. Did you? Yeah, and it was an army.
But Margaret Morrissey from campaign group Parents Out Loud says we haven't set a good example.
If the weather turns a bit wrong, then stay home and don't bother. Whereas the message should be get up early, walk to school. Even if you're late, it doesn't matter, but make the effort.
But not all parents are upset by this unexpected holiday.
Brilliant. Basically stayed at home, spent more time with my little one. It's just been brilliant, I can't explain it.
Couldn't get to work, so wasn't be able to get to school, so I'm happy for the to have closed, really.
I actually had to go to work yesterday, but on Monday it was fantastic. Actually, we went into the snow, but I got much more excited about making snowmen than the kids. They just went, "Mummy, we're cold."
Still, there's fears this freak snowstorm could cost our already struggling economy millions. Andrew Cave from the Federation of Small Businesses says school closures have been having an impact on firms as parents stay at home.
At the moment, the recession is costing over 100 businesses a day. Many more are hanging by a thread. And if you suddenly find as a business owner that you have your staff withdrawn from you for 2 days, in many cases it could be the last straw.
Well, businesses and schools should both have full attendance today as the city gets itself back on track. And Charles Egan is in here to talk about his book, The Killing Snows.
The Killing Snows, a story of the Irish famine.
How did this all come about?
Well, it came about originally. My father came from a small farm in County Mayo, and about 20 years ago, when he was sorting out some things down there, he discovered some old documents from the 19th century related to the Irish famine.
Now, you've brought something in with
Yes,
you. Is
indeed.
this the document that you found?
Well, you see, this is a famine document, which obviously your listeners can't see.
No, but it does look. It looks very sort of antique. It looks like it should be framed and put up on the wall.
Well, it should. It's in pretty bad condition, I'm afraid. They were disintegrating when we found them. But just going through it, we discovered just how horrifying it was, because here were people who were, starving and were being paid wages going down from 3 pennies a day down as far as 2pence a day, working on the roads, which was famine relief, as I say, to assist them to get money to buy corn. Ireland was then hit by the worst snowstorm, the worst winter, certainly in the past 300 years. Hence the title of the book, The Killing Snows.
Yeah, it's got beautiful artwork in the front cover, doesn't it?
Yes, indeed. It was designed by a gentleman. He's a really good artist. I rather liked it.
Is this your first book?
Oh, it is. It might be my last.
How long did it take you to write and construct?
I would say it took place over a period of 7 years. After all, I'm not an author, and it was done totally in my spare time.
You were talking about the difficulties that they face with their parents. The parents just either don't know what it is or just think that it's a phase. Do you think that's either an ignorance on their part, or is it a cultural thing?
I think it is a cultural thing, because I think in India it's a really big deal if you're gay. There was a programme on BBC about undercover princes. I don't know if you saw it.
No. Oh, I did see it.
And the guy,
that was very
and he was
interesting.
a prince, and his whole family disowned him.
After that, did they?
Yeah, nobody speaks to him and his family. So in India, it just doesn't happen. So obviously, a lot of people who have come from India, they bring that kind of mentality with them. But I would say also that it is being talked about more.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the show, but that's all we have time for. So join us next week, same time, same place.